What's up, gamers? And this fall anime season's probably been one of the most hyped up anime seasons of all time. I mean, just look at this. Look at the Mao list. It's fucking stacked. First show we got is Blue Lock, which I heard some things about the manga. And the first episode was really good. It had me hyped for it. But then it turned out it was going to be like a soccer death game anime, which I was kind of worried about. But then the matches started, and damn, those were like really fucking hype. Overall, I really like this show. The coolest part about it is everyone getting hype about it because of the World Cup, which makes me think like the Japanese government had something to do about it. As the Japanese team wore Bullock inspired uniforms for their match against Germany, which is one of the coolest fucking like anime collabs I've ever seen. Now for returning shows, first we got Bleach, which as an anime fan joining around 2018. I've kind of always heard the myth, the legend of Bleach, always from like older anime tubers, talking about how it was part of this big three. Now I haven't watched the new anime, but my roommate who does watch Bleach says it's been pretty good. Next show is Mob Psycho 100 Season 3, returning back with buttery smooth animation. Now this season hasn't hit as hard as the first two seasons. I think that's mainly due to Mob's character development. He's not the same like wimpy kid anymore, He's a new Mob with more confidence, and overall it looks like the show is gearing up for a pretty satisfying ending. But I do have to say that's probably one of the most unhinged episodes I've ever seen. So episode 8, they like fucking climb this mountain because there's like a rumor that aliens appear there. So they get there and then they fuck around and they're like, alright, no aliens. And then they just fucking show up. And then like they fucking hang out with the aliens, whatever. And then like they give them like fucking shit that they don't want. The only thing that's giving them worth is this kid's PlayStation Vita. So then they leave the spaceship. But somehow the kid with the PlayStation Vita gets left behind. So they fucking take him back to the alien planet where they like worship him as a god. Then he ends up fucking like the princess of the aliens. And he said, you know what? This is pretty chill. And then his PlayStation Vita dies. So he's like, fuck it. And then leaves. Next show, returning from the spring anime season, we got Spy Family Season 2. I mean, it's just more Spy Family, but somehow they crafted the cutest dog I've ever seen. And we all know that nothing bad has ever happened between an anime girl and an anime dog. Next show is My Hero Academia Season 6, which I mean, damn. No one's talking about it, which is kind of crazy because all the manga fans really hyped up this arc. But, I mean, I just kind of don't care about the characters anymore. I think it peaked back in, like, Season 3. Next show is To Your Eternity Season 2, which came into this season like your uncle during Thanksgiving, late and reminding you of the trauma I gave you last year. Overall, I thought the first season was kind of like one of the more overhyped anime of 2021. But I mean, I've liked this season a little bit more. I don't really know why. Next show is Uzaki-chan Season 2, which is first season kind of kicked off the whole quirky anime girl trend. So like shows like Totomi Nagatoro and Dress Up My Darling. And I don't know if it's just me, but I'm kind of getting sick of the slice of life romance type anime. The only reason I'm watching this season because there's a fucking badass MILF. Next show is Urusei Yakuza. Some remake of some boomer ass anime. I guess it's like she's like the first waifu ever, but I mean, Mom's not that bad. Overall, the anime is kind of like a sketch comedy type thing. Now time for original shows. First one we got is The Emeralds of Shadow, which has been my favorite anime of this season. I don't know, it just gives off the vibes of like an early 2000s anime, but it's mainly carried by its MC. The first episode we find out he's like obsessed with becoming like a shonen character, like stronger than Goku. So anyway, he fights like these Yakuza members, and he's like, alright, I'm pretty strong, but like, I can't become strong enough to defeat a nuke. So what he decides is that he has to learn magic, and this is how he does it. So his dumbass gets isekai, and then he's like, alright, this is a perfect opportunity. So what he does is role plays as like a fucking edgelord the whole time. I just have to let you know that episodes 1 or 2 are absolute dog ass. So just trust me, episode 3, it gets good. I know when anime fans say that means that show's gonna be garbage, but just trust. Also, quick spoiler, but it's like the funniest moment in the whole show. So the school gets attacked by like this terrorist organization. So what our MC does is like fake his own death so he can look like a background character. Next show is Reincarnated as a Sword, which is like the Burger King of isekai. Most seasons I would skip it, but since there's nothing else, I guess I'll watch it. Overall, it's just your fucking generic ass isekai. Not much to say about it. Next show is Arknights, which is a weird dub for gacha fans, knowing that their money that they spent on PNGs went to use for something. For the most fucking boring anime I've ever watched, dude. My god, I fell asleep to every episode. Maybe it's because I don't understand the lore, but I ain't fucking playing these games. Now for the ecchi this season, we got 2. We got Immortal Guild and Peter Grill. First Immortal Guild, I would say Toxico's best girl. Very cultured. I gotta say most of the show's ruined because there's a fucking lolly character. It makes half of it unwatchable. Then for Peter Grill season 2, I don't know much to say. There's just more titties, which is always pretty hype. But more importantly, this means that if Peter Grill can get season 2, then we might get a redo and Isekai Reviewers season 2. And then finally from Netflix, we got the finale of JoJo Part 6, which I mean, any other season, if this was like released normally, everyone would be fucking talking about JoJo. It probably has like one of the craziest endings I've ever seen in anime. It just fucking sucks because like it's like probably one of the best endings in anime history. You know, it's a build up of like the 10 years of all the JoJo parts. So it's really good. Please watch JoJo. That's it for my winter anime review. Should be coming out with a Christmas review here soon. Yep, that's it. There was no other anime that came out this season. It's that noise. And finally, Chainsaw Man, which completely broke the internet. It broke Crunchyroll. It broke Twitter. It's crazy that people were already like talking about it all the way back at summer last year when the trailer dropped. Like the only anime that's come close to doing that is like Attack on Titan, but no one cares about that. Is the anime any good? Yes. I mean, just fucking look at this animation. I've never felt so bad for, like, looking at, like, animation before. Like, fuck. I don't want to know how much Mappa made, like, their animators work on this shit. But my favorite part of the show was the waifus. Alright, welcome to the first waifu World Cup ever. And the race starts, and we got Maki taking an early lead by showing off her ass sets. And next we have Power coming up from behind by revealing that not only she's a League player, but also a Super Smash Bros. Player. And then one quick Bob Boob fondling scene. And then out of nowhere, from behind, Himeno Sensei completely destroying the competition with this one move. Yep, that's it for my anime review. I'll see you guys next time. Hope that looked good on camera. That was fucking